Hello guys, this is Krishna and welcome back to my channel. In this video we are going to create a calculation application using React Native, and here we are going to create the project from scratch and generating the APK file. So here you can see we are going to create the project and create a calculator application step by step, creating the layout and all the buttons and calculations, etc. And we are going to build the application. We will see how to build the application and all. And the next one is generating the APK file and installing in our mobile. So this is the final slab of what we are going to build, and we will see the demo of this. So you can see here, this is the final demo of what we are going to build. You can see all the numbers and different operations. This is for initializing the application. If we click on this, it will be made as 0, and if we click on delete, it will be deleted. So let us try this, and I am going to add something. So once user clicks on equals, it will be added here, and if I click on delete, the last digit what we have entered will be deleted, and if we click on this, it will be initialized to 0. So we can do multiple calculations here to do something like this. So in this way we can create a calculator application with React Native within 1 hour. So first we are going to create the project. Here I am going to create a folder for our application, and I am naming it as React Calculator, and inside this I am going to open the command prompt. And if you don't have Expo CLI installed in your system, you can install it globally or locally. If you want to install it globally, you have to do this Expo-CLI. So it will be installed globally. I have already installed this, so I am going to remove this. So by using this command we can install Expo CLI globally. So the next one is we are going to create a project using Expo. For this I am going to use Expo init and project name. So my project name is React Calculator. So it will take some time to get installed. So let's come back after this. So here I am selected the template as blank. So our application got successfully created, and now I am going to open an instance of VS Code, and in that VS Code I am going to open our project. So this is our application what we have created, and these are all the files which got generated once we create the application. So this is the app.js file where we are going to write entire calculator code, and this is the style sheet where we are going to write entire styles. So first let us run this application. So if you don't have yarn, then you have to install yarn by using npm install yarn yarn. So I have already installed this, so there is no need to install this again. So I am going to run this project directly by using yarn start. So if you see here, once you run a command yarn start, it is going to run the command expo start. So let us wait until it gets opened in the browser. So if you see here, our application got compiled successfully, and if you open the browser, so it will be automatically opened in the browser. If you open the browser, you can see the different things related to Expo CLI, and you can always run this in the web browser, or you can use this Android device or emulator if you have Android device, and you can use this iOS simulator if you have iOS. And you can, another way is you can install Expo application in your mobile and you can scan this. So I'm going to show this code and everything in this emulator setup what I have done, and I am going to, you can see here, once I remove this and save, you will be able to see it will be getting updated. Now we will see what are the things we are going to see. So first we are going to create a container here which will consist of entire calculator application, and the next one is inside that we are going to create 4 blocks. One is for the result, and another is for the calculation part, and the third one is for the numbers, and the next one is for the operators. So we will be having 4 things inside this container. So let's head back to our VS Code and create all this. So I have removed unnecessary code here, and I am going to create a container for the view, and this is the container. Inside this container I have to create 3 things. One is for the result, and the next view is for the calculation part, and the last one is for buttons. So you can see here we will be having 3 things. One is for the result, and another for the calculation, and the third one is for the buttons. And inside these buttons we will be having numbers and operations. So I am going to create that one as well. Inside this view I am going to create 2 other views. One is for numbers and another is for the operations. I am going to create styles for this to differentiate, and style equal to styles dot container, and here it will be style equal to styles dot result. I am going to copy this and paste everywhere. So this is for the calculation, this is buttons, and the next one is for numbers, and the last one is for operations. So I am going to give some styles for this. First of all, I am going to create some styles for container, and inside this container I am going to specify flex as 1, and for result I am going to specify background color as gray and flex as 2. Now I am going to save this. So the next one is calculation. So you can see our changes got reflected here. Next one is calculation. To this calculation we are going to give flex as 1 and background color as this, and the next one is buttons. For these buttons I am going to specify flex as 7. So if you add up all this, 7, 8, 9, 10. And to these buttons, inside these buttons I have numbers and operations, and to these numbers I am going to give some background color as 434343. And for operations I am going to specify background color as 636363, and for these numbers we will take some flex as 3, and here I am going to take flex as 1. So let us save this. So you should be able to see the reflected changes here. Yeah, we can see here. So it got vertically. So in order to change this to horizontal, we have to specify something called flex direction as row. So once we save this, you should be able to see this vertically. So we have got the container, and inside this we have got 4 blocks. One is for result, calculation, and numbers and operations. So now we will see how to create the buttons and operations here. So in the first step we have seen how to create the layout, and in the second step we are going to see how to show the text like this in the result and calculation to the user, and the next one is how to create these buttons and show these operators. So let us see this. First we are going to show the text. For this I am going to take or use this text from React Native, and inside this text I am going to place some static result called 121 or like something like that, and the style equal to styles dot result text, and inside this calculation I am going to create another text where I am going to use style equal to styles dot calculation text. Let us save this. Here I am going to place some temporary calculation, so you will be able to see 121 and 11 into 11 here. So in order to get this 121 here, we have to apply some styles. I am going to take this result text, and I am going to apply font size as 30 and font weight as bold. And color will be white. Let us save this. So you should be able to see the changes here for the 121, and in order to get this 121 below, we have to use this result, and inside this result I am going to align items as flex end, and justify content to center. Let us save this. So you should be able to see 121 here. So we have got some issues here. So the issue is because of justify content. So it should be center. So once it gets refreshed, you will be able to see that below. And the next one is we have to write styles for 1111. That is for the calculation text. And for this, I am going to calculation part. And here I am going to write the same thing. Align items, it will be flexent, and justify content will be center. Let us save this. And the next one is I am going to copy this calculation text and I am going to write some styles for this. Font size will be 20. And font weight will be bold. And color will be black. So let us save this. So it will be getting refreshed. So now we will see how to create the buttons and operations symbols in the below blocks. Now we will see how to include the numbers as shown in this. If you see here, we have 4 rows here, and there are around 5 operations. So for each row I am going to create a view, and in this view I am going to take, we can use buttons or touchable opacity. I am going to use touchable opacity here. So in order to use, I have to import this touchable opacity from React Native. And inside this I am going to use text, and once user clicks on this, it will call a method. So before that, I am going to use some style equal to styles dot row, and here I am going to use style for text, style equal to styles dot number, and I am going to give some styles for this number and row. Before this, I am going to copy this. So here I am going to place 1. So here we have around 3 numbers. So I have placed 3 touchable opacity and text. So it will be 2, and this will be 3. Now we will write some styles for this. To this, I am going to give flex direction as row, because we have to show the numbers in the same horizontal line. So I am going to use it as row, and flex as 1. Justify content. So you can see here we have got the numbers, and justify content will be some space around. And aligning the items to center. So if you don't know about how to write these styles for justify content and items and align items, you can go to W3 Schools, where you can get the brief idea of how to use this both. Now I am going to take number, and to this number I am going to give color as white, and font size will be something 30. So let us save this. So you should be able to see the font size and color will be changed here once it gets refreshed. Now I am going to copy this and paste it 3 times, so that we will be getting all the numbers. You can see here I have replaced all these numbers, and you can see the changes got reflected here. And the next thing we are going to see is, once user clicks on these numbers, an on press event will be called. So on press of touchable opacity will be called, and once user clicks on this, we will call a method called on button click. So this method I am going to create above this return by using arrow function syntax. So it will expect some text, and I am going to log the text clicked by the user. So here I am going to send the number what user has clicked. So I am going to copy the same thing for all the text. So what I have done here is I have replaced all the ones in this button click with all the numbers with their respective text, and once user clicks on this, I am going to log this inside this method. So for this I have opened this from the browser, where you can see the exact UI. So once user clicks on these numbers, you will be able to log the data entered by the user or clicked by the user. So you can see this, we have got all the numbers what user has clicked. So the next thing we are going to see how to display these operators. So for this we need 6 touchable opacities. Now I am going to create some operations inside this view. So it will be touchable opacity. Inside the touchable opacity, we will have text. To this text, I am going to apply some style. Styles dot operation button, and I am going to write some style for this. To this I am going to give delete, and once user clicks on this, on press event will be called. As a result, a method will be called on button click, on operation click. So here I am going to send delete, and on operation click some calculation will be done. So I am going to create this method by using arrow function syntax. The same thing, I am going to log the text. And the next thing I am going to do here is to add some styles to this button. So here the color will be white, and the font size will be 30. Now to these operations I am going to make some changes, like justify content. It will be space around, and align items will be center. Let us save this, and I am going to create some more buttons. For this I am going to copy this and paste it 5 times. So you can write the for loop and all. For this, instead of this, I am going to write it as static. So we need another one where we will show multiplication operator. So let us save this. So you should be able to see 5 things. There will be subtraction, so you can see here we have got all these 5 operations symbols. So once user clicks on this, it will be deleted and it will be initialized to 0 and all these operations. So let us see how to write the calculation code inside this operations click and on button click. So for this I am going to this on button click, and before that I am going to create some 2 text. One is for calculation and another is for result, by using useState hook. Result text and the set result text is equal to useState of some empty string, and another one is for calculation, and set calculation text is equal to useState of empty string. So let us save this, and I am going to show this result text in the place of 121. I am opening some braces. Inside this I am going to place this result text, and I am going to use this calculation text for making some calculations here. So let us save this. So in order to use useState, we have to, so it is reporting some cannot find variable useState. So in order to use useState, we have to import it from React. Sorry. useState. So let us save this. Now once user clicks on any of this button, we have to show that here in the calculation text. For this I am going to write it as set result text of previous value of result text, and I am going to add the new text. So let us save this. So once user clicks on this, you will be able to see the number what user has written, what user has clicked in this box. So you can see here. Now the problem comes here once user clicks on this equal to symbol. So you can see here once whenever user clicks on this, we will be getting this multiple times. So in order to remove this thing, we have to write an if condition. So if the text is equal to this, we have to return some calculation. So we have to calculate that. So we will do that later. So for that I am going to create some function called calculation, where I am going to write some text later. So let us save this. Now once user clicks on any of this number, you will be able to see the number, and if user clicks on this equal to, we will not be able to see anything. Now the next one we are going to see is once user clicks on this operation button, we will be able to show that operation symbol here, and we will be calculating that once user clicks on equal to symbol. So now I am going to set result text of this result text plus text. So you should be able to see these operation symbols as well here. Now so it's getting refreshed. You can see here you will be getting all the operations what user has clicked. Now the next thing we are going to see is some if conditions. So if the text is equal to delete, then so that's all in this tutorial, and we will be seeing all the calculation part once user clicks on these operations, and all this in our next video. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.